Hey everyone, this is Lonnie. I hope all of you red pandas out there have a great day so far because you are the super out there, and I'm back with another episode of Steins. And honestly, I'm so freaking hyped to watch more of it and see what this will take us. And before I do talk more about it though, and this episode and possible spoilers, there will be a little artist promotion right here. So please be sure to check out all the links to the Deviant and things like that is in the descriptions below, as well links to the video I'm reacting to. And Steins Gate, man, I love this show. So, I mean, seriously, I'm already getting so into it. I mean, from very first episode, they have strong characters that definitely draw you into it, and I was already feel like, man, I want to know more about this. And I love the fact that it's a smart show, so to speak. I mean, they have these about time and things like that, and I just think it's so freaking awesome. I love it, and makes me think so freaking much. The problem is that I can easily get headache when I think like that. I know certain games I've been playing on here on LanokirX as well. It's like, I think it was Tomb Raider. I was trying to solve puzzles and all that, and I actually got headache because I was thinking so freaking much like, how am I supposed to solve these puzzles? And my brain is like getting mushed. But I said I love this. I mean, I'm still so curious about Kurisu. I mean, apparently she knows about things going on. She apparently been through a lot, and her father that been I just guessing from previous episode on that been working on time machines and things like that, or the concept of it. And then there is the part-timer. I still haven't learned her name yet. That really had this "I gotta kill you" eyes, you know, this very well. Okay, I can't make it cool anime killer eyes, but at least I'll try. But you know what I mean. The entire thing with that is so very like, why? She knows Kurisu by name, full name, and she get these kind of eyes like, "I gotta kill you." She knows about EBN, the EBN 5100. Why does she know that? She haven't seen Hanabi before. She did barely. She was like, "Hanabi? That was like, you know, what? Oh yeah, I've heard about it, like that kind of thing." That must mean that she doesn't come from this place or from this era. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get this feeling that, wait, I got hair on the head. Cat hair everywhere, but that gives me at least the question: what is she? Maybe, I mean, Okurit's daughter? Who knows? That is the thing with when it comes to this. I mean, because when a suit is about time and things like that, it's gonna fuck up things. It's gonna do that. I mean, you can literally see like, oh, there's the main character, but when he's old, or his future wife, or future daughter, or something like that. It can fuck up things so bad, and that is why it's so interesting as well, and so mind-fucking. And, I'm sorry if I talk fast and all that, but honestly, I'm just so hyped for it. And then they managed to hack the EBN. Seriously, it gets very creepy and dark. And seeing that finding articles about certain actually managed to send people back in time. Not alive though, but managed to do that. And every time they do that, I mean, it's kind of creepy in that sense, because every time they do that, they alter the timeline. I mean, if they sent some, like Michael Lang was one dude, I think it was, well, this was one Michael there. I reacted to that because my name is obviously Michael, but yes, and they send him back in time, and he dies, and suddenly there is reports about that, and that just there he altered the timeline. How does that work though? I mean, I assume the timeline that he haven't existed then. Because if he sends back in time, and is dead, will they have exist to that point, or how will the timeline affect? That is why I think this is so interesting, because generally when it's about time, there is so many concepts, so many ideas of it, and I think that is just insanely interesting and very hard. I mean, there are so many theories about it, and we can't really dismiss anyone like, yeah, that doesn't work, that doesn't. I mean, we can all, every one of us can have completely different theories about time and time machine and time paradoxes, things like that. And we can't really say like, nope, that doesn't exist, because we don't really have any pure science that can tell this how it works. I know there's lots of science about it and things like that, and there maybe even is articles talking about what is possible and not, but still, I think there is, I mean, we talk about the ability to rip through time, and if I don't remember it wrong, I think I read it actually somewhere, is that time is the only force that is moving forward and never backwards, or we can only move in one direction, and it's forward. I mean, time, however you do and however what we do, time is constantly moving forward, never backwards. And for it to happen, you need an absurd amount of energy, like they do in Hadron Collider and all that, you know, to mass that kind of energy. They need literally energy of a black hole, or CERN using the current black hole, and I think that is just so insane. And this is, you know, it makes me think a lot. I mean, time in general, we can look back in time, but we can never look. I mean, I was having this moment. I was thinking like, time is the only force that moves forward, not backwards. But we can look backwards and see what we have done, but we cannot look forward and see what's coming. It's kind of, I think that is kind of interesting concept when you think on it. I mean, I can only guess how will tomorrow be. Well, I can guess it's gonna be cloudy maybe outside. I gotta do my coffee, a couple things I usually always do. But we can't really be 100% sure. Maybe something changes. Maybe my cat jumps on my face and I gotta something happen, or I get an anxiety attack. I don't know. Maybe seriously, the possibilities of changes is so big that even if you think like, yeah, my life is so predictable, I still don't think it's 100% true that either. I mean, some things are predictable, like, yeah, I gotta do this in the morning because you decided that I gotta do this. That is predictable. But is it 100% sure? Because things can change, and they do. I mean, it can be like, yeah, as I mentioned, when I get up, I turn on the coffee machine. I get a cup of coffee. That is my morning routine. I get that and go and do that. And I adding a little bit tiny cube of sugar and a bit of milk. I mean, when I had done that, that is what I have planned. What can happen? Example that I sleep, I miss or something like. You know what I mean. The future is never fully predictable. However we try to do that, we can only guess what's happening. But backward, I can look back that, yeah, I slept and fell with that cup of coffee or things like that. That we can do. And I think that is a very weird way. I mean, in that sense, ain't it more interesting to go to the future rather than back? Because we already know what's happened back there. And I think, it was actually from it was from South Park that talked about it, because Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Ken and all those building a time machine because they want to go back to the 4th grade. They don't want to be in the 5th grade because everything sucks then. And the lady with I can't remember her name, was talking about, we already lived in the past and got through things. And there's in our memories as wonderful things. Why do we want to return back to that? I mean, instead we need to look for. There was a very actually inspirational quote she made there, which I think is very interesting. I mean, it's South Park. How much serious things usually is in there, but general thing like that as well. But you know, I'm terribly sorry. I'm talking a lot. I just getting very. deep into this because I think it's so interesting. It's so fun to do and talk about. And Turbos I talk a lot, but that's what I do. I like to talk out about my ideas and see what your, because honestly I'm so happy to have all of you here commenting and talking, and we're getting into this. I'm like, man, my god, you guys are so freaking smart, and I'm like an idiot sitting here rambling about things I don't really know. Oh god, but thank every one of you that have been here and watching, seriously. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, like for more, and be sure to be here because I'm gonna continue more Steins Gate and many other enemies, definitely. So thank everyone, see you later on, and most of all though, have a continued super great day.